Hello guys, in today's video we're going to do a weekly outlook on the dollar index and the GBPUSD. So we'll start from the monthly time frame on the dollar index. And what can we see from previous trading months? We'll see that price made a high here. We made a low here. Then price created a fair value gap. At the premium side of the market, and price traded into the fair value gap here. As you can see, price traded into the fair value gap, and price then went lower and created another fair value gap, actually a balanced price range, because we have a fair value gap that did not hold price, then price created another fair value gap on the other side of the market. So this is actually a balanced price range, but I will just use the fair value gap for now. And we'll see from this range here to this range, price is currently at the discount side of the market, and we can see that price is making its way back to the premium price of the market, and we can see that there's a fair value gap and which price might likely draw into before going lower. So on the monthly time frame, I'm looking for price to draw into this monthly bearish fair value gap before going lower. Let me quickly delete all of this. Then if you go down to the weekly time frame, what do we see from this current range? We see that price created a fair value gap. Price created a fair value gap here. The fair value gap was respected once by this candle, and this candle here. It was respected once, and price then created a doji, which you can see right here, created a doji, and the next week candle trades up into this other block. However, I am not expecting this other block to hold. Why? Because when price traded into the fair value gap, price tapped the other block and went lower, creating a bullish fair value gap. Here. When price created this doji candle, I was expecting this week's candle to trade into the fair value gap before going higher, but that never happened, and we'll see this weekly fair value gap being disrespected, and I'm also expecting this weekly order block to be disrespected, because we have a monthly fair value gap sitting above. So this fair value gap and the order block, to me, is going to be disrespected. So for the weekly, I'm looking for price to trade into this fair value gap, meaning that my monthly is bullish and the weekly is also bullish. So I do not expect to see any sort of movement to this bullish fair value gap. Rather, I would want to see price to go up first before going down. So if we go up before going down, then this fair value gap might not hold for a long time. It might not hold. So we'll just go down to the daily time frame to see what price is doing over there. On the daily time frame, we can see, notwithstanding, we are still on the discount price of the market, so you can see that, and we can see the weekly order block that I'm expecting not to hold. I'm expecting it not to hold because of the fair value gap above it. So you can see that we had a fair value gap here. So I'm expecting at least Monday to trade a little bit lower into this fair value gap, or even trade to this order block, to this daily order block here before going up. But overall, we are bullish. Overall, we are bullish. This is the order block on the daily time frame. I'm expecting price to at least mitigate, not 100%. Price can easily come to this fair value gap, then go up, or it can also come to this fair value gap, then mitigate the order block here, then before going up actually. So for the short time we are bearish because we have some things to mitigate, but that is not 100%. Price can easily go up because the overall sentiment is bullish. So this coming down might not be as high probability as we are thinking, but notwithstanding, we'll still look for those bearish prices before going up. So for the dollar index, we can see that the monthly is bullish. The monthly is bullish on the dollar index, so we can go like this. DXY monthly equal bullishness, weekly equal bullishness, daily equal bearishness. So the daily is just short time. The overall market sentiment is bullish, which the monthly and the weekly can tell you that. So the daily, I can just wait for price to do what I'm expecting it to do, which is mitigate the fair value gap or the order block before going up. Then when that is done, I will start hunting and stocking bullish setup for the meantime. Okay, that is all for the DXY. The DXY is overall bullish. I'm expecting bullish prices because price, if you can check from this monthly range, price is at discount price, and we can see that we are reacting from bullish order flow. You can see that price is currently going bullish. We are turning bullish, so it is going to be profitable if you look for bullish setup rather than looking for bearish setup. So we'll go down to the GBPUSD to look for what to expect coming this week. So we'll go to the monthly time frame and GBPUSD. GBPUSD, the same thing applies to GBPUSD. You can see on this current range, this is the same fair value gap that was mitigated on DXY. You can see everything just applies to this chart as well. So you can see 3 fair value gaps, and the same as the DXY, we have also 3 fair value gap that we are working with. So we have a bearish fair value gap that price disrespected the bearish fair value gap, and we can see that we have a bullish fair value gap as well, which you can say is a balanced price range. But for now, we just work with the fair value gap first. I like fair value gap, so we'll work with fair value gaps first. So for this, we can see that this month is creating what we'll call inside bar, or you can say inside days, or inside week, or inside month, that the present month is within the previous month. We can see we are not going higher, we are not going lower, we are just within the bodies and the weeks of the previous month. So I'm expecting, if this month completes, then we have a swing high, meaning that this fair value gap is highly to be traded to. You can see price is failing to go up. You can see that this bullish fair value gap might be a good place that we'll look for opportunities. You can see that price is slowly gravitating towards the fair value gap. So you can see that. So we are expecting, for the meantime, we are expecting bearishness on GBPUSD. So we'll look for short-term opportunities to trade into this fair value gap before we think of going bullish. But for now, GBPUSD, the monthly time frame is overall very bullish, but we can see that for a short time we'll have a bearish sentiment because we have a fair value gap or a balanced price range. So go to the weekly time frame to see. You can see on the weekly time frame we are currently at a premium price, and when we are at premium price, we'll look for PD arrays in discount that price would like to mitigate before continuing bullish. And we can see, if you look closely to this area of price action, you can see that we have been stuck in a range and price is not going up or coming lower. We can see there's no clear structure over there, but we know because we are in a premium price is building momentum to draw to the discount price of the market. So we can see this week failed to go higher, and we took out liquidity that is residing below the previous week low and this week's low as well. So there is likelihood of price continuing lower to mitigate this monthly fair value gap here, and this weekly order block. So this is the weekly order block. This is the weekly order block. This is the weekly order block. There is likelihood that price might retest those levels before we continue to see bullish prices on GBPUSD. So for the meantime, we can see that the monthly time frame on GBPUSD is saying bearishness. The weekly is also saying bearishness. So let's see what the daily candles are doing. So you can see the same consolidation that we'll see on the weekly is also visible on the daily. It's also visible on the daily, but on the daily things are a little bit clear because you see, we can see a failure swing over here. You can see a failure swing over here, and we created a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap, and price is still within the bearish fair value gap. So price is likely to go lower from this fair value gap. Price is likely to go lower from this fair value gap. And the next thing we can see that is we can see advanced ICT market structure, which will have a short-term high to the right, to the left, a short-term high to the right, and we'll have our intermediate term high. So to me, price is not going to break this short-term high or intermediate term high. So we'll kindly see price go lower to mitigate this monthly fair value gap before continuing to the upside. So the GBPUSD, which is GU, the monthly was bullish, weekly equals bearish, then daily equals bearish. So this is what I'm looking at on GBPUSD. So you can see that overall we are bullish on GBPUSD, but we are going to, for the weekly time frame and daily time frame, we are looking for bearishness to come into this monthly fair value gap and the weekly order block before we can continue with the monthly sentiment, which is bullish. So guys, that is all for this episode. If you are new to the channel, please kindly subscribe, like the video so that more people will get to see my videos and support my channel. See you next time. Peace.